Hello, everybody. Welcome to Project Beauty, where we talk about project planning and everything beauty related. My name is Jen. I want to talk a little bit about my year in 2024. I don't have anything ready or prepped or whatever. I just wanted to chit chat and hang out with you guys and talk a little bit about my planning year and my thoughts for the year, what I've come to conclusion of. And I've said a lot of this stuff in past, but I just wanted to have a collective video to talk to you guys about the things that I've acknowledged and yeah, just have a little bit of fun with discussing the planning year of 2024. So, in 2024, my goal was to heavily reduce the consumerism that I was bringing in for the year. It was a major goal of mine to complete a bunch of items in my collection, reduce the sheer volume of numbers of things that I have in my collection, and enjoy the things that I love. And at the beginning of the year, I did a really good job of that. I did still bring in things here and there. So over the course from January to August, I brought in 80 items total of makeup, 80 items. That is a lot. However, the previous year, the entire year, I brought in 394 items. So when you think about from January to August of 2024, I brought in only 80 items by that point. That was less than a quarter of what I had brought in for 2023. So then I was really proud of myself. I thought I could still keep up with this. This is fantastic. Keep myself on a consumerism budget, just buy replacements or maybe one or two things that are new and fun, not every single thing that's new and fun like years past. Um, and then September happened. And I knew in my heart already in the beginning of the year, I know how I am. As soon as the holiday kits start coming out at Sephora, as soon as the Sephora VIB sale comes, I get really excited and I splurge on the things that I normally wouldn't have bought myself at regular price or throughout the year. So Sephora kits are a fun way to try a plethora of items in the Sephora line or sold at the Sephora store, where you can get them for a fraction of the cost. Plus, you're also sometimes getting 20% off if you wait for the Sephora sale, depending on, of course, what your tier is. Mine is Rouge, so 20% off, which is not a lot of money when you consider probably what Sephora is paying or what they're making. You know what I mean? But it's still better than any other sale that they usually have. So when the Sephora kits came out, I brought in quite a few of the blushes, quite a few of the hair ones, all that kind of stuff. But when I'm bringing in for points, one bundle, so one Sephora kit counts as 1 point coming in. However, I'm counting each individual item that's coming into my collection when I talk about the 80 versus 394. So for 2024, January to August, I brought in 80 items. I think as of the end of, I want to say October, or nope, end of November, I think it was around 260. That's how many things I brought in from August until the end of November. And that's because, I get one kit of blushes that has 4 items in it. So that's 4 items right there. You get another cream blush kit that has 4 items. There's another 4 items. I buy a Sephora Favorites kit that has, a lip liner and a hair product and a blush, couple blushes, a couple of other makeup products like brow stuff or whatever. And there's like 8 items in there. Well, that's another 8 items. So all of those teeny tiny minis that I'm getting, that's only causing me to take out one, which equals to 2 points in my beauty rehab, because each item that comes in, I have to get 2 out in order to buy one. So each of those kits of like anywhere between 4 and 12 items or whatever it is 1 point. But I count each and every individual item that comes into my inventory so that I can see what physical items I brought into my inventory. And it's now like 260, something like that. It might even be more now because I still have a few things coming in. And it's disgusting. It's like, oh my God. It's craziness. So definitely still have room to grow. And I would like to try to maintain that low number next year. I don't want to get excited too much about every single thing that's coming in. I also have to say that if I'm bringing in a blush palette or a highlighter palette, I count each individual pan. So when I'm saying 260 from 80 items, I'm talking individual pans, individual deluxe size items, individual mini, full size, jumbo items. Every single item, like for example, I'll show you my blush palette. So something like this, if these were filled, this would have 10. This would be 10 items right here. So I am counting every single individual pan of product that comes in, as well as every single individual deluxe size, etc. So it makes sense for it to be 260 items now. And that would mean I would have brought in 180 items from August until November, which is insane. It's insane. But I did bring in a couple of blush palettes. Each had 6 pans, so that's 12 items. I brought in a couple of Hourglass 6-pan also palettes, which also like 6 pans, so another 12 items. So that's 24 items just in 4 palettes, which essentially I could count as 4 items, but I'm counting each individual pan. So that's 24 pans just in those 6. So yeah, that's how easily the numbers jump up in my inventory. So I need to do better. I definitely need to do better. That being said, I'm very excited for the things that I brought into my collection. I'm extremely excited about the Yummy Skin blushes from Danessa Myricks. Oh my goodness. I didn't realize I was going to be like that pumped about a cream blush, but I am. They're really beautiful. They're really nice, and I can't wait to use them more. I also found out in 2024 that I love loose powder. I had been using pressed powder for so long, some pressed foundation powders on top of other foundation, and it just was so cakey that I've finally adjusted, and I feel really happy with the way that my base products have looked for 2024. Also, I have gone through a lot of powder products. I have used up bronzers, I've used up concealers, things that I typically wouldn't consider using, or not even consider using, but things that I wouldn't even deem panable in my eyes because I just have so many of everything. But in saying that, I used to, previous years before 2024, I would do my makeup like maybe 1 to 4 times a week, maybe full face. Even if I was going to work, I would just do eye makeup and then call it a day. So once I got this new job that I have, I decided I was going to do a full face every single day, especially because I have to be on camera. I have to meet people. So I want to make sure that I look as good as I can, especially for viewing on camera. And so I'm using 6 out of 7 days a week now, as opposed to 1 to 4 in previous years. So my usage has gone up substantially in 2024, which is how I was able to use up so much product. And so I'm really enjoying the fact that I'm getting to touch so many things. I'm getting uses on so many things. I have pan on 2 blushes right now. Like, who am I? I I've done a lot, but I can't really talk about everything yet because of course updates have to happen for the end of the year. But I definitely am really proud of where I'm at. I'm proud of all the usage. I'm proud of all the completed items this year, and there's still going to be a few more by the end of December. I'm not sure if I'll have as many as other months in December, because December I just like to use whatever I want and I don't really go for completion on things, but I will definitely have a few things out which will be really, really, really exciting. So I hope that you guys stick around so that you can see my beauty rehab for the month of December and also for the remainder of the year, which I think will probably go up in January. But I will show you every single thing that I used from January to December. I'll have it all splayed out on my bed. You can see every single item that I've completed. It's going to be ridiculous. I'm not sure if I want to do that moving forward, so you'll have to let me know in the comments if that's something that you'd like to see, just because I do have to house that all year long, and it's essentially trash. So what I could do is just take pictures of everything and then compile them into a video at the end of the year, but I do like to see it all side by side by side. And I do like to separate the skincare from the hair care from the makeup and that kind of stuff. So Also, I think for 2024, I did a really good job at the beginning of the year, like I said, not buying so much, and then I found that um, ordering from the States for indie like eyeshadow products like Bella Butte Bar or Ensley Rain or Adept Cosmetics basically would cost me about $200 Canadian for a single palette, depending on the price. But it would be roughly that with duty, exchange, all that kind of stuff, any kind of fees. And so, like the shipping especially is ridiculous. Oh my gosh, like $40 Canadian. Um, and when in the States, if you're buying a palette for States cost, let's say it's 60 or $80, well, you have to multiply that by 30% for it to be the Canadian price, sometimes 35%. And then you have to tack on exponential shipping, which is again like $40 to $45. And then duty, there's sometimes a duty fee. So it could, if you want a palette, it would be like $200 for one palette, which is unreal, ridiculous, stupid. And I guiltily have done that in the past, but I stopped for a long time and I hadn't bought a lot of makeup as far as indie brands in the beginning of 2024. And then I Feel Beautiful Canada came about and made my wildest dreams come true. And they're buying those brands and housing them in Canada so that Canadians can also buy those products without having to pay the exponential shipping and the duty fees, which just made me so happy. And then I went ham and bought like I don't even want to put a number. I can't even think of how many palettes I brought in. And I mean like cheek palettes and eye palettes. I probably bought 12 palettes. How ridiculous. Like, and I'm honestly embarrassed when I say that out loud. Maybe it wasn't 12. It could have been a little less, but it might as well have been 12. It might as well have been 12 because it's just a lot of money to go out and stuff I can't really get to right away. So instead of being excited now, I'm slowing my roll. I'm not buying another thing for the remainder of the year. I didn't buy anything from pretty much any brand on Boxing Day or not Boxing Day, Black Friday or Cyber Monday. So I have been really, really good. Um, but also, excuse me, my throat's getting a little dry. But I did get a lot of Christmas shopping done, so I'm really excited about that. Most of the Christmas shopping is done. Most of the Christmas presents are wrapped, which makes me so thrilled. And I think everyone's going to really enjoy what they got this year. I'm so excited. It is very hard to buy for people as they get older. I'm not going to lie. Really hard to figure out what to get for parents, or great grand, or not great grand. Well, my son's great grandparent. I have a pop left, which my pop is my grandpa, but I call him Pop. And I have always, everyone calls him Pop because that's just what his grandpa name is. And I love him to bits. He's 93 and he's not doing well. His dementia is getting bad, so I don't want to get upset. I shouldn't even be talking about this right now, but I don't even know what to buy him because what do you buy someone who you're not even sure if they'll know who everybody is in some point soon? And so I just get him like soap for, like body soap or hand soap or whatever for his bathroom and his little I want to call it an apartment, but anyways. But I love him to bits. I'm so thankful that I have him in my life, and I can't wait to see him. And yeah, life is going by fast. So I'm I'm getting all sappy. I'm so sorry. This just turned to, I don't know why I went there. But 2024 has been very successful for me for panning, and I'm really happy about that. And I'm really thankful that I'm at the end of the year and acknowledging that I've worked really, really hard on so many items. I've specifically put a lot of effort into making sure that I'm using the products that I'm putting in my projects. And I don't feel like I've forced myself, but I'm challenging myself. And so I feel good about it. If I feel like I had to force myself to use my makeup, it wouldn't be fun, but I have always loved makeup my whole life. So it's never a hard job for me to go ahead and sit on my vanity and play with makeup. I just feel like it's almost like painting, it's almost like an art form. I feel so therapeutic. It's not even about how I look, but how I feel is amazing because I enjoy what I'm doing. I enjoy using the products. I enjoy the textures and the finishes and the colors and all that stuff. So, anyway, That being said, whew, my throat's getting sore. That being said, I do want to say thank you to all of my subscribers who have been with me from the beginning, all of my new subscribers, everybody in between, anyone who's supported me and my channel. Um, I'm like not monetized or anything like that, so it's not about the views for me. I just want to make sure that what I'm doing is fun for me and fun for the people watching. And no, I don't have a lot of time to edit, so my videos are not overly edited. Sometimes I will edit when I have time or when the video so calls for it. But essentially I like to um just talk to you guys and be frank and be um like, how do I say this? I don't even know what the word I'm thinking of, but just like not editing so much. I just want it to be like super real and hanging out with friends kind of thing. So all of that being said, I appreciate every single one of you, and I hope your 2024 has been as successful. So far, I've used about $4,600 worth of makeup and skincare and hair care products from 2024 until the end of November. So I still have one more month to go, and I think that next year won't be as achieving as this year was. I think I'll have to work harder, but next year I'm going to be touching everything. It's going to be uses. That's what this year was supposed to be, but I worked really hard and got lots out. But next year is going to definitely be using things and touching things and acknowledging and like doing my best. But I have another video coming at the end of the month about my 2025 year and what my goals are and what I've learned from 2024, which has just been like the more you use it, obviously, the better you're going to see your progress. But um, lots of information to come for 2025. But I hope you guys have a very fabulous day. There's just so much more I want to say to thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for just being my friend and commenting on the channel and supporting me and just like trying to have a good time. Even if the video is not for you, I'm not always for everyone, and that's okay. But for those who have stuck around, I really appreciate you so much. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.